Hello and welcome back to UGA Sailing's YouTube channel. Today we're walking you through the steps to rig a Club 420. First, to remove your cover, undo all the straps and fasteners and just take it off. Now next, very important, before any further progress is made, tie both ends of the main halyard together to prevent the halyard from skying while you rig it. A square knot will do just fine for this. Grab your sail bag and locate the jib, which is the smaller of the two sails. Unroll it and find the head, which is the top of the sail. Find the cleat on the port side of the bottom of the mast and uncleat it to release tension on the halyard. Locate the other end of the jib halyard about a third of the way up the front of the mast and unlock the fixture and refasten it to the head of the jib. Ensure it's locked by aligning the pointed turning piece with the rest of the fixture. Next, we're moving to the forwardmost part of the bow where the three attachment options are located. The front piece is for the bow line for towing the boat, the middle is for the forestay, which is the wire that keeps the mast from falling backward at resting, unrigged position, and for another reason discussed later on. And the back is for the tack of the jib, which is the frontmost corner of the jib. Undo the back ring, which works like a standard keychain, remove the pin, spear the loop with the pin, and reattach the ring ding. Double check to make sure it's not twisted, or else the ending sail shape will suffer. Pull the other end of the halyard to hoist it into the sky, then grab a friend to pull on the forestay like so. The tension that was formerly on the forestay will transfer to the wire inside the luff of the jib when the mast is pulled forward, but the goal is to get a little more than that. To get more tension for your efforts, feed the end of the halyard through a pulley at the port side of the base of the mast, and up through a pulley on itself where the line meets the jib wire. This creates a purchase system that will give you more tension. And the whole process looks a little like this. To check your resulting tension, pluck the luff of the jib. It should feel like a guitar string. For different conditions, different tensions are necessary, but that knowledge will come in time. Next, find your mainsail and locate the head. Go back to the halyard that you previously tied off for safety, make a loop in the line, feed it through the eyelet, and put the plastic ball through the loop on the other side. Pull taut and remove excess line. The jib has a wire along its luff, and the main has a line sewed inside its luff. Feed this reinforced part of the mainsail into the entryway for the track on the mast, and pull the halyard to raise the sail. Grab a friend to help the sail enter the mast smoothly and efficiently. We're going to make a purchase system on the main halyard just like we did on the jib halyard, also to aid in tension. On the jib halyard we had two pulleys, but on the main we're going to anchor it through a hole in the cleat and up through a ring on the same halyard. Apply tension and cleat it down to the starboard side of the base of the mast. Locate the clew of the mainsail, which is the outermost corner of the sail. Because it's so far out, it doesn't have a clue where it is. And find the slug. Insert the slug into the track on the boom near the mast and slide it down to the end of the boom. Find the outhaul and feed it from the port side to the starboard side through the eyelet of the clew, from the left to the right of the pulley, and bring it up the boom toward the mast. Here you will find a jam cleat followed by a pulley. Feed it through both and tie a figure-8 knot in the end. The pulley simply redirects the line for easier adjustment by the crew while sailing. This way they can add tension by pulling down instead of awkwardly pulling forward. Next, find your Cunningham located on the port side of the mast and feed it through an eyelet on the main about a foot up from the boom. Thread it through a downward-facing jam cleat on the starboard side of the mast, and it is important that you do this after the mainsail is all the way up, or else it will prevent the sail from going up all the way. The jib sheets are attached to the clew of the jib and have two lines, one for the port side and one for the starboard. Bring the lines inside the shrouds but outside of the trap wires, from the outside to the inside of the jib leads, and tie a stopper knot. There's no need to cleat these right now, just ensure that they're rigged correctly. Screw in all the plugs to prevent your boat from sinking, which is a good idea. Insert your tiller into the rudder like so, with the jam cleat facing down and the extension facing up. Take the line attached to the rudder, feed it through the jam cleat, and tie up the excess. Tension on this line prevents the rudder from pivoting and swinging up in the water. Align the rudder over the pintles and slide it down to lock it in place. Find the smaller auxiliary line and tie it to the stern of the boat as a safety line to prevent your rudder from sinking in the event of a capsize. And with that, you are ready to hit the water. Please keep in mind that variations between boats do exist, and this tutorial is perfectly specific to the boats our program uses for practice. The differences will be minimal, but do not be alarmed if there's something slightly off on your boat. Please leave any comments or questions below, and we will see you next time.